All right, hello wine drinking people. Today is Wednesday, May 2nd. And yes, you are looking at the calendar correctly. We have no events this week. Our first event is on the 9th of May. Wow, we've got a lot of great stuff coming up the end of this month. So keep your eyes peeled on our calendar events. We'll be sneaking on a few extra tastings, as we always do. We've got Taste of the Nation coming up on May 17th. And about 50 restaurants, 50 different wines. Should be an all-out wine and food orgy. And it all goes to feed hungry people in South Florida. So check that out later on in the month. But first, we've got our first event, which is a week from tonight at Café Maxx. That's right, we've started off our wine tasting series here every other Wednesday night. We've got a different theme, usually 6 to 8 different wines. We showed 10 at the Bordeaux tasting, and we had 50 people there. We've already got 30 reservations for this event. You know, we have to cap it off at some point, so we will be capping this one off at 50 again, so looks like it is going to sell out once again. And you know, Tuscany, one of Italy's most popular wine regions. Everybody knows Chianti Classico. Chianti, you know, the straw wicker basket that we used to take home the bottle to put a candle in. Those days are long gone. They do not make these light, insipid wines. Well, they probably do in Chianti, but we don't see them very often here at the Wine Watch. Chianti, one of the 4 DOCGs for red wine in Tuscany. For those of you that don't know much about Italian wine, they try to confuse the hell out of you with their labeling system. You have wines that are labeled by the grape varietal, like Santa Margherita Pinot Grigio, which is, well, from Venice, from the Alto Adige region. And that wine's labeled by the varietal, and then they have wines that are labeled by the grape type, or by the region, which would be Chianti Classico, and then you have wines that are labeled by kind of the style of production, Vinsanto, and you have Amarone, which is not a region or a grape, it is a style of wine. So very confusing, but tonight we have all of the major regions of Tuscany represented, or almost all of them, and we even threw in a white wine for you. They don't make much white wine in Tuscany, but Chardonnay, of all godforsaken things. I don't know why we have this, but anyways, Luigi Maresca, one of our newest wine distributors in South Florida, is brought us all these wines, and we've known Luigi for years. He used to work with Vinifera, one of our favorite suppliers of Italian wines, and he's got several very unique producers here we've been putting on the table. Like I said, we have Chianti Classico. We've got Morellino di Scanzano. Hey, I just like to say that as of 2006, Morellino di Scanzano was elevated to a DOCG, so you really have to keep on top of things in Italy to know exactly, you know, what the DOC and DOCG wines are. It doesn't really matter, though. You know, in terms of quality, you have a lot of great wines that have no designation at all. Piero Antinori started this craze in 1971 with his Tignanello wine, which he did apply for Chianti status, but they said, no, 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 Mr. Antinori. Unfortunately, this wine has Cabernet Sauvignon in it. We were not allowed to use Cabernet Sauvignon in Chianti at that time. Well, since then, the laws have changed, and you see a lot of Chianti Classico with Merlot and Cabernet in it. Well, you know, I think Sangiovese for me is what people go to Tuscany for. So my favorite wines are predominantly Sangiovese based from Tuscany. And most of these wines are, like I said, we threw in a Chardonnay there for good measure. But you've got Chiantis, you've got Chianti Classico Reserva. And Tuscany Reserva actually means something. It means it's kept for 1 year longer. In the United States and other countries, it means absolutely nothing. So we don't like the word Reserva too much. But we have some Supertuscans here. This Doades from Cantina Fontalpino is outstanding, even though it does have you know, it's Cabernet Sauvignon blend with Merlot. It does have a little Sangiovese in it. So check it out. Everything that we're going to serve you next Wednesday night at Café Maxx's Tuscan Wine Tasting. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying remember, always drink the good stuff first.